I was growing, but I was still a follower. Feel me? So when I saw that, I was like, damn.
How do you feel about coffee? Are you a coffee drinker? Do you not like coffee?
I hate coffee. You don't do coffee. Why? Yeah. I think it's because I didn't grow up with that. It's been better for me. I can't do coffee.
Have you tried sweeteners or something sweet?
Yeah, it doesn't work. And I don't know. I feel like caffeine just fucks up because I'm a very hyper person.
Okay.
So I don't just mess with caffeine because it just fucks up with me.
Oh, okay.
It just messes me up. So I guess we can just yeah, I'll probably do the tea.
Like RGTT. Or maybe we can get you to try coffee and see if you like it, or no, try the decaf, No?
Nah, I can't lie. It's not gonna work.
Say it's not gonna work yet. Okay.
All right. So when did you start this?
This show, it's been in conversation for a minute. I wanted to do this a long time ago, but I've been like very like, not want to say shy, but just like deprioritizing it. Just like I have other things that I'm putting in. For sure. I understand that. Yeah, because of that, I've not really been paying like pretty much energy into it. But like last year, I think me, Aziz, some other people were shitting and were like, just like, okay, what can we do? Like, how can we make this work?
Mm-hmm.
And we did, and we just put a plan together, and I just started. Like, that's nice. Had like a couple videos. Now I'm starting to learn, like, this is a lot of work, man. You people that do this thing, people are strong.
I feel like people say content creation is hard, but you have to understand that for the past 4 years, bro, I've had little or no edits in all my videos. My videos are just carry my phone and just speak. So they've been easy for me.
Yeah, because you used to do a lot of reaction videos, especially the second one.
Yeah, to some good videos.
So me, bro, unlike bro.
I don't know. One thing, it was. I used to love making those videos, but then they stopped going viral. Like
they did?
Yeah, the algorithm just stopped pushing it for some type of reason. So I just stopped doing it, and then I had to come up with a different concept.
Yeah.
So I had to stop.
What caused that shift though? Like, I know the algorithm stopped moving, but like, why did you decide, you want to start streaming? Because you're streaming, and bro, 10,000 new subscribers, right?
Yeah, new followers.
4 months?
Yeah, in like 4 months.
Yeah, bro, like that's a lot.
That's
a lot. Like, you consistently this shows. I mean, I saw the last one that you did with Spark. No, it was Popo and that. Yeah. I was like, okay, that was like 2030.
Yeah, like so.
Yeah, so it was like you've been consistently streaming, and you've been putting a lot of passion, a lot of hard work into this new platform. Like, what caused that switch for you? Like, okay, this is mine.
I wouldn't call it a switch, because one thing I've understood about streaming is that it mostly has to do with your personality.
Okay.
Right? And one thing about me is I believe that streaming has a lot to do with the type of person you are. Okay. It has to do with how much can you show your personality and be entertaining while doing it.
Okay.
Now, over the last couple of years of doing content, I think that's everything I've been doing. Okay, it's just been putting my personality out there, but it's just been in video form. So streaming is just a way of me showing people that, what you see online is how I am. I can crack jokes on the spot. I can talk and react about things on the spot. It just seemed perfect for me, because it was an easier way to show people, how I truly am, compared to just having short clips of how I react to things and stuff.
Wait, and you even said that you don't edit the videos. So like, it's not that much.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that much. It's like, oh yeah, so I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just doing the same thing, but just now it's just longer form and in real time.
Yeah, I think it's the only thing. I think when I first seen that in person was when you guys were in Chicago the other time. Yeah, this was like on the phone with me, and I'm like, oh, he's room. Yeah, I was just cutting up, and I was like, okay, I'm on Ibu.
Now this how it is. What you see is exactly how I am. I believe. I believe so much in originality when it comes to whatever type of thing you're doing in life. So I feel like you can't hide what you truly have from people if you want to succeed, because time will tell. If you pretend to people that like you're trying to be funny online and that you're a very arrogant person, or you just don't know how to crack jokes enough, it's gonna tell.
Finish out.
People see. So I guess it's originally just how I am in character, and I just decided to show the world like just do it in longer form. And it was a new opportunity. Like, TikTok, Instagram, making content is great, but when something new comes out, it's very knowledgeable to like hop on it before it gets oversaturated.
At least like stretch that muscle, see if it can. Yeah, something you want, something you know. Yeah.
But I've always wanted to, entertain people in different forms. So streaming just seemed like a very good concept for me. Cause
And what a year you had, my guy. Like, hey, I seen the Davido concerts, it's crazy. Ashake, Rama Jago. I keep listening, bro. You were everywhere. Like,
that was everywhere. Like there was a difference in it. There was a time when every weekend I wasn't in school. I just wanted to show people that I was being serious about this streaming thing. It wasn't oh guys, I'm streaming now, whenever, and I would just go live anytime. But like just be inconsistent with it. I wanted to show people that if I wanted to be one of the people called in the community, I put in as much work to be called as a streamer or something.
no, I'm not so. And to be honest, I think I take a lot from that. Yeah, because when I really sat down, like, oh, it's 2026. What do I want to do? I have a team, and we sat and we're like, okay, what am I doing with this for real? Like, because I've always like put it to the side, like, oh, it's a side thing as we go. But like, I'm like, this year, maximum effort. We're getting it. We're doing what we have to do, and like whatever comes out of it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like if I want people to take me serious and to show up for me when I call them, like, yeah, so why not show up? You got natural engineers as well, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But you went crazy. I did go deeper.
I did, bro. I'm not going to deny that fact.
I think one thing I noticed this year is like the power of like, I want to say the internet, but the power of like that you have as with your platform, right? And when I noticed that was the Afrotech conference, when you needed a ticket and you got it last minute.
Yeah.
It's just by saying, go online and saying, yo, I need a ticket. It's literally, you had to pay for it?
No, I didn't. Exactly. I didn't even pay for my flight too. I had a company called Fixivus pay for it. Also, they had reached out to me. So I'm a computer science student, minus whatever I do online. But so I put myself in certain situations when it comes to user experience because I have.
You're going to UX design?
Yeah, UX design, product management. Because you understand how when you interact online a lot, you can tell how the user experience should especially from content creation. You, for example, know what your people want to watch. Yeah, long fair and shit like that. So, yeah, I feel like that mindset of being able to brainstorm new ideas, catch users' attention is very good for startup companies because you can tell them, oh, yeah, this is what your users would like to see on their app. This is what this and this. So I sometimes act like a consultant to some of the startup companies. So they reached out to me and were like, oh, so we see you're going to Afrotech. Let's sponsor you as fine. Okay. Yeah, that was very easy. That's pretty much. The funny thing about that was I reconsidered making that video.
Really?
For Afrotech.
Really?
So I made the video and I just left it in my drafts. And I was like, cause I don't know how I'll do this, but I don't like using my, what do you call it, platform? I don't see my platform. I don't want to say my platform. I love using my platform, but I don't like using my clouds. If that makes sense. I see it as I'm gonna owe people. So it's like,
okay,
I don't want to take opportunity of people like, oh yeah, I know this person, so let me just tell them, oh yeah, can you get me this? Can you get me this? Because if I did that every time, I probably would get a lot of things.
You would,
but I sometimes,
but it's like people's perception of you.
Yeah, I sometimes like to see myself put in the effort, and then it works. That one, there was no way for me to ever. Seriously, but I was not gonna pay
from like you like really cool, not going at all. To a couple of days later, you're going fully sponsored. Everything was free. It's crazy. That's crazy.
I know it is. I don't lie. Dang, I'm gonna lie. That's actually sick. Because when you look at that, that's like, sorry, about $1,000. It's over. Yeah, over. Definitely, for sure. Because last minute flight, last minute ticket, last everything last minute.
That's way over that. Yeah, it's definitely say I don't know. Just seeing
No, we Afrotech though.
How was it? How was it?
It was great. It was a good experience.
There's a lot of mixed reviews about it online.
But I feel like the mixed reviews are coming from people that had different priorities of pay. So I feel like your priority really matters. So if you went there to get a job,
Yeah.
right? And that was the only thing in your mind, you weren't open to any other thing, you might be, I would say you'll be disappointed, but you might be disappointed because of the large amount of people that are coming. There's over 2,500 people in that place, right? You have to be really special. You have to be really lucky and blessed, to get a job. So I feel like one thing you should be open to is having new ideas. Like if I can't get a job, I might as well just connect as
Connection. Yeah.
So one thing I did do was I just made sure I connected with as much recruiters as possible.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was a very, good experience for me because I got to learn a lot of new things. I got to learn new opportunities that I could get as a student.
Yeah.
I made some really good connections with people, like personal connections. Like I have their number and they're in top places. So I feel like I did get my best out of it. It was worth my money. Well, not my money. To have a better one there. Come on. Was worth the wear. It was what I'm thanks on here. I got that. But hey, it was definitely a great experience. So yeah, definitely a great experience. Definitely.
Nah, because I've been to one, but I'm employed. So I just went to see what it was like because I never been to one. And I just wanted to know, okay, so what's the experience like? What's this? What's that? I just spent bread out of my own pocket. Wasn't looking for a job. Yeah, just made connections. And I just went there and I just, for street. Like there's just something about being in a space with like-minded people that are striving for the same things you are that just pushes you to be better. You see them doing good in their own field and you're like, oh, okay. Maybe I could be doing this more. Maybe I should be doing this more. You hear that experiencing like, okay, I'm facing a similar problem. How can I navigate that thing and be better? Because honestly, I feel like if we're just like me personally, if I'm just around the same people over and over again, it gets tiring. Yeah, it gets boring. It's like I'm not being pushed. Like they might have pushed me initially, but now I'm just there. Like need more. I need, and I think those kind of places are where to go and like get
for sure.
At that, yeah.
So I feel like that's the creative mindset though. You get bored easy. That's one thing I know about people that are very creative or have or aspire to achieve more than whatever or wherever they are. So you get pushed to want to do more very easily. Like very easy. Like any small repetition of things in your life get boring.
Yeah, no, definitely there. But you can't be stuck in a hole.
Yeah, I can't do it. That's why I had to. I mean, I love content, but I just had to do something easy last year. I hate it. Now I have something new to like build on more for next year. So I'm really glad.
The stream, right?
Really glad. Yeah, stream. So I'm really glad about that.
No, your stream kind of highlights who you are as a person. But my question is, so outside of like the internet, outside of like streaming, outside of all of that, school, you have a lot of moving parts to your life. Who's Larry and who's that person or that part of you that you feel like the internet is not ready to see yet or not ready to meet yet?
Damn. That's who am I? I just outside of the internet, I think I'm a very how do I put this? I'm a very curious person. So I'm always searching for new ideas outside of this. I feel like even when I'm outside, even when there's free time, we're still thinking about this. Like I'm still thinking about the things I want to become, whether it's in school, whether it's in life, whether it's in, whether it's in streaming, whether it's in content, everything in my life. And I think the reason is because I just have so much goals that I have seen now that's very possible for me.
Yeah.
Like the video I made, if you, like I said, when I was 17, 16, I used to be a follower of every big person I know right now. Like I followed them to the point where I used to like just watch videos. Like I'd be watching Shanks, I'd be watching Lord Lamba and all those people guys. And it's like I used to be in my room daydreaming. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Daydreaming like one day I'm going to sit down in the same room with these people.
Yeah.
And now I see how much of a possibility dreaming and actually thinking about what I want for my life can get me. That whenever I'm free, that's the only thing in my mind. I just keep picturing myself in places I want to be, creating like a positive mindset to give myself that type of positive energy to push myself. So even when I'm not doing content, I'm still thinking about, if not content, I'm still thinking about how I still want to get like, A's all the ways in school, or how I still want to be interviewed. I've been talking about getting an interview like this for like a while. Yeah, for sure. There's a video on my page. So I swear, must have missed that one. I will send it to you. There's a video of me on my page saying that I do want to get an interview because I don't get to express myself outside of content a lot. But yeah, I definitely sit down. That's one thing I know.
The dreamer, huh?
Yeah, I'm a dreamer.
Yeah.
I just sit down and I'm just constantly trying to picture new ideas, trying to picture whatever it is I want for myself. That's what I do. So I think I'm a huge thinker whenever I'm.
Yeah.
That's how to put it. I just think a lot.
I think the best thing about that is you don't just think. Like you wake up and then you go chase those dreams. Like you don't just sit and dream. You can say I dream for forever. But like, what is the work? Where's the work to get that? You are putting in that work. Like the grind is crazy. I think in Atlanta, even I seen that in Atlanta, the party, one with, we had a lot of, it wasn't just you. Bobo was doing it, as Visual was doing it. So what you took charge of that. Like I see you buzzing us. It's like, like that's you taking charge of that. And I think it's the fact that you're not willing to let your dreams or your goals or whatever vision you have just rely fully on another person, let's be in another person's hands, and you want to like control it and make sure that this goes exactly the way you want it. Yeah, of course. And that's not necessarily always a good thing, right?
But because like I said, I'm a thinker. It has its negative aspects because sometimes I overthink and I get very anxious. Like I have a certain goal, and one thing about myself is I don't create a goal without a plan. And when I do create a plan, I do think of every possible. I think to myself that I'm thinking of every possibility of anything that can happen. Life happens sometimes, and of course, no matter what you plan, things don't go your way. But when it doesn't go my way, sometimes it hits me the wrong way. But I've matured enough to understand that I just have to re-strategize every single time that happens. So like you said in Atlanta, I was calling everyone, the DJ, this, that, bro, where you at? Why haven't you told me this is this? But I still think a part of me understood, that's happened. You got to move on because this is happening whether you take it or whether you take it or them. Whether you take it or not, this event is still going to happen. Whether it goes right or not, this event is still going to happen. So you just got to figure stuff out. So
yeah, I was actually mad because I left early. And then I was like, oh, and then they were like, oh, Enzo was there. I was like, yeah. Sister, what now?
They came to raid there after their stream. So they were doing I think they did a 48-hour stream.
Yeah, they did a long stream. I know, because I didn't get to watch most of it because I'm more of a log in and log out type of person. So I caught some of it, but it never occurred to me that they were in Atlanta. I thought Houston, because Enzo, maybe they're in Houston or something. So I just seen them on the. I'm like, how?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I watched some of it too. I would say all of it because I was also busy planning my event at the time, so I couldn't watch all of it. But I did watch some of it, and it was it was definitely insane. The clips I saw, definitely insane.
Those guys are my favorite. They did, bro. This guy's been making me laugh since day one, right? I don't know how many years I've been tuning to Shank Reacts. Enzo recently, I'm not going stunt like I've been on Enzo. I started following him during the whole streamer university, and that boy has just been.
Yeah, Fez. Yeah, I have known Enzo for a while. Like I said, he had his own people at the time. He wasn't definitely as big as he was now. Of course, I've known him for a while. And like one thing about myself is I can tell when someone is, I won't say destined, but like I can tell when you work hard.
Yeah.
And you're definitely going to achieve more than wherever you are, right?
Yeah.
So I've always known that like this streaming thing wasn't something that was popular in Nigeria. Oh, and Enzo had the energy to, draw a lot of Nigerians' attention to it. So I definitely knew that if he had one viral clip or had the viral moment, in Nigeria, he was definitely going to grow did. And I think that's what Streamers University did. I think he was definitely going viral before Streamers University. A lot of things that he was doing at the time was just showing and catching Nigerians' attention to like what Twitch is and what stream is. A lot of the streamers now will tell you they learned from Enzo. Like he was the first person I called to when I wanted to start stream. Like, hey bro, what are the things and what should I learn? So definitely, he's definitely one of the most important pioneers when it comes to streaming in Nigeria.
Yeah, no, of course. And
I have respect to him.
I think it'll be, even before the whole streaming things, you will see like clips of him reacting to some video or like watching. And that's like, you never really know what that is. You think, oh, is that sort of a remix or something? I keep forgetting. Okay, I'm not the most youngest, so I feel like I'm an old soul. I don't be knowing how to do technology and stuff. So time to like TikTok. You know what I think? What's it called? Where you remix a video on TikTok?
Stitching already, already.
Man, really embarrassing my. Well, like stitches. I thought it was like a different way to like stitch or something. And then later on, you're like, oh, Twitch, what is that? You know, you go into that, and it's usually Enzo. It's like Enzo. Like now, you know about Kata, you know about Shank, you know, but it was a lot of people. It was Enzo. They were IG boys before now, and now it's like, okay, Enzo. Okay, now Kata. Okay, yeah,
it's definitely. I'm sincerely happy about the entire thing.
Oh yeah. It's a new avenue.
Yeah, it's a new avenue. It's a new opportunity. Yeah, it's a new opportunity for a lot of people.
It's gonna be a lot of new streamers that I don't want to say make it, but that break into that space and make it their own in different ways.
For sure.
Yeah. So
many people have the personality for streaming.
Yeah.
They're one thing about content creation is you're so boxed into, you can't do more than, because you want to keep the attention of people. We can't do more than like probably like 2-3 minutes of your entire personality. So there's a lot that you have to show, you know, and when you're putting too much energy or too much personalities into one particular thing, some things might be overlooked. Like people would overlook like, oh, okay, maybe he has this talent or maybe he can do this. But with streaming, it's like you can show people who you really are. You can show people how you communicate. You can show people your ideas. You can show people how you think. Like, it is just so, I feel like it's such a free avenue. Like it gives you like a lot of freedom.
Yeah. So from your experience, I'll say, what is that one thing from streaming that you think Black people romanticize a lot, but you think like it's kind of damaging over time? I think when people look at streaming, for me, from my perspective, I think nowadays we're seeing that it's hard work. I think for people, they just think you're turning on camera and then you're going about stuff. And then it's like, it's not that easy. Like you see Kai doing 48-hour streams, have Mafia-thons. You've seen Enzo and Shanks doing 40-hour streams. You know, it's not that easy. I've gotten to learn that. But what would you say from your side is another thing that you feel like, oh, like people just romanticize, like, oh, streaming this, streaming that?
I think sometimes people think streaming is, I'm talking from my experience. Yeah, yours. Because like I've only been in it for 4 months, so I don't want to generalize whatever I think, but I think a lot of people consider it as just sitting in front of a camera. But it's definitely harder than that. So I think, and I also think it's one of the hardest things to do. Like learning how to clip farm is hard. If you see someone that can make clips on like instantly, like the way Enzo does, where he's like creating jokes or he's acting a certain way so you can create, like you constantly have to create content in your life.
Yeah.
Within every like any second, anything can happen and you have to look at it and be like, okay, that's an idea right there. You feel me? So it definitely takes a lot of thinking. It definitely takes a lot of energy than whatever people think. It's definitely more stressful.
Because how do you get people to stay tuned to you for 40 hours?
For 4 hours, you don't get what, you don't get their Navy life. And mind you, you have to be entertaining because this is a age where people's attention span is like 3 seconds, 5 seconds. So when you see people like 100 people watching one person for hours, 5 hours straight, yeah, give them your kudos. No, that because it's work. It is a lot of work. It's hard work. That's what I think people don't know. People just say, "Oh, I want to stream. I want to stream. I want to stream," but you're not ready to be as consistent. You're not ready to put in as much work. You go live and you're on your phone. It's like, come on, yeah, things like that is like, yeah,
Like, I think, like, for me, my, I want to call it a toxic habit, but my one bad habit is I'm on my phone a lot. Oh, no. Like, I'm on my phone a lot, and at the same time, I don't speak to anybody. No worry about that. I'm on my phone a lot. I don't respond to messages. I don't do nothing, but I'm on my phone a lot, and I scroll a lot, boom scrolling, and get stuck in loop. So having to put my phone on the side for however long that stream is, and having to like engage people and do all that, and no, so like I can give you guys your flowers. You guys are doing too much.
it's a lot. It is a lot. Any streamer that you see can engage. I don't care how many views it is. I don't care if it's 3 people. As long as you can engage a certain number of people for that long, I feel like you're destined. You're definitely destined for more than whatever you're doing, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, of course, sure, for sure. But here's a funny question: if you stop being funny, like right now, like you just stop doing jokes and all that, I think people still won't be turning to you. Like, best of it's just your personality.
Damn.
But for me, I think your personality is funny on your regular. Like, you naturally feel like that.
That's just how.
So it's hard for you to think about, like, not really funny, yeah. But if you stop, like, you think if you decide to,
I mean,
come on, yeah.
I think I'd have like a split fan base.
Split fan base, sure.
Because I feel like a lot of people follow me because of the excitement of, oh, you know, this guy is funny, this guy is a jokester. But if I was serious, like if I became serious in like a conversation, like the same way this, just like this now, I do have, as much as I have people that support everything I do, I still have people that might not watch this because I'm being serious.
Yeah,
I'm talking, and it's like Joe, you say like, "Bro, where's the character? Where's his voice and things like that?" You know. So I think one thing for sure is I'll definitely have like a split fan base.
You think that's scary? You like think about it, think it's scary? You're like, just,
I mean, I'm not scared of it because I feel like one thing about everyone is you definitely outgrow certain things. So I'm definitely going to get to a stage where I can't crack as much jokes, you know, I crack every joke in the book. Or I have to not crack every joke in the book, or just, you know, I can't be as, when I'm grown, I can't be as like overzealous. I mean, I'm still hoping to be like Shanks when I grow up. If you mean like regular Forbes, just do whatever now. 18, don't do it, don't let it drag it. Because Shanks is, I'm not even trying to talk about his age, but he's a definition of no matter how old you are, you can always be yourself and people will still accept you. So,
sure.
So definitely, I don't intend to stop being funny at any point because it is who I am.
Yeah, like,
but if I did, I think it would take people by surprise. Some people would take it well, some people wouldn't.
Yeah. That's for everything though. Yeah, that's for everything in life. I want to say I'm the comedian of my friend group, but I'm not a funny guy. I'm not a funny guy. I know how to play, like, people will be funny around me, but outside I'm a very put together, serious, be like in a background type of character. So it's just, well, with this, I make this very hard for me because, like, now I gotta put myself in the front, camera, and like I'm out front and center, and my face is on everything. It's like, I don't know. It's different, you know. It's just a lot of courage to step into the light. I'm more of a moving them back, not making noise, like making moves, but not making noise, you know? Yeah, everybody doesn't know what exactly what are you doing. The way this girl was like, okay, now I got to be front and center, and it's just hard. I don't know, it's just hard for me.
But one thing about it is, if you become consistent with this, it then becomes a habit. Yeah, that's one thing I want you to know, because
I see your 17-hour video,
it becomes a habit. I would never, like, if you told me that I'd be able to sit down, articulate, and talk about myself or the ways that I want people to know, or just people for like talking in a way that I want people to understand me, I'd have never believed you. Because I used to be like that, but certain things in my life caused like me to to step back.
Okay.
You know, so I stopped being confident. I started doubting a lot. I started out of fear of, you know, I didn't want to like compete with anyone. I didn't want people to say, oh, well, who is he feeling like? What's he saying? Who does he think he is? And things like that. So I did step back a lot, you know. I did feel, but one thing about me is, despite the fact that I stepped back, I still tried my best to do certain things, like, you know, dance in school, you know, trying certain choreography, like, but a, a part of me always knew I wanted to do more than just, you know, more than just whatever it is I was doing at the time. Well, I just hate being underestimated. So I just always just told myself,
You feel like people has managed you a lot?
I still think people do it. One thing about myself, really, and it's not even like, if one thing I know is, if you have a goal,
Yeah.
right, and your goal is greater than where you are now,
Yeah.
any slight form of disrespect hits you the wrong way. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, I feel that. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I'm working towards something. If I get there, you speak it to you like this. Know what I'm saying? Don't little boy me long. That's how I think. I think that's how I am. I don't think, sometimes I try to see it as people just don't know my potential.
Yeah.
I don't want to say they underestimate me, because if you underestimate me, it means like, you know my potential and you just don't believe I'll get there.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just more disrespect.
It's more disrespect.
More disrespect.
Yeah, but I feel like some people just don't know my potential because they don't know what I think about. They don't know the type of ideas I have. But for sure, I know, like, I take criticism very seriously.
Yeah.
Very seriously. So it could be good, it could be bad, but I take it seriously. I do take it well.
Yeah.
I do make sure sometimes to impute whatever is being said to me. If it's bad, it's bad. Yeah, I consider it like right to myself.
From where we are from, everybody wants to have an opinion, and it's like, everybody wants to talk. And then you're on the internet again. Everybody feels like they know you. They've been on your journey. They're saying what you want to do with your life. Like, I read comment sections, your videos, anybody's videos, and it's like, you can't tell me this in person. Oh, more. You cannot talk to you like this in person.
It is funny.
Somebody be there to me.
I'm not only one to take anybody. Then one thing about myself is, I wouldn't say I'm proud, but I do take into consideration how hard I've worked. And if you don't put in as much hard work in anything in your life, I don't consider you as someone that should have an opinion, right, in anything I do.
Valid.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm not even trying to like disrespect anyone, but like, I have to see that like you are somebody that either loves me, one, you've supported me throughout, like, you know, you supported me, you've actually seen my journey for you to criticize me like, oh, this is what you do. Not like you just came to one of my videos, you've never watched the rest, and now you have an opinion. Your followers like, yeah, you're just following trend, boy. But I definitely take, like, if people are talking to me, if people are telling me what to do, I look at who the person is, like, how hard have you worked? You know, what do you do to, like, you know, have a say?
But I think you kind of grew up in the limelight. Do you think that means like a lot of people have more opinion on you rather than other creators because they saw you as a kid and then they seen you as an adult?
Yeah, I feel like one thing about people is I don't want to say people. I think some people don't agree that I can mature. You feel me? Because they've known me online since I was like 18, and I was, bro, there was that when I used to make stories where I'd be crying online. Like, that was my, not crying, but like, there was the acting. Yeah, it was an act of like complaining and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think people still attribute that type of character to me, and it's like, okay, I don't do that anymore. So you can understand that, like, those are some of the things that I've outgrown. You know what I'm saying?
But they still want.
But they don't. It's not they don't want that. They see me as that. They see as, oh boy, this boy has that boy that is TMD. So it was just talking online. But it's like, it is what it is.
And it takes a while because I don't think anyone changes overnight. I think it's a progression. I've seen all the videos that stop coming out as much. Okay, it's changing his style. Yeah, for sure. It's always hard for people to accept that. I don't understand why exactly, because I mean, I'm not the biggest content creator myself. Yeah. But I feel like everyone understands what trends are. Once something's out of trend, you're supposed to offer the new trend, right? Or you're supposed to find something new, or, basically like that. For sure. But more and more recently, it's like they want you to consistently do that one thing. Like, just do it over and over and over. Yeah, for sure. Because you actually dropped one of those videos recently, now one of those reactionary videos. Yeah. Was it in November?
Yeah, I did. I dropped some. I still do videos, like even some of my old videos, because I enjoy the concept. Like, I never stop. I don't do content because it only pleases people. Yeah. I also do it because it's something I enjoy. Like, if I see a food video that I think is stupid, I actually want to talk. Bro, what is this? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I do want to talk about it. So I do have like certain things that I've done in the past that sometimes I miss and I just go back to. Yeah. So yeah, I still
once in a while it's good to like reminisce on
my years. And I don't think it ever leaves you, and you just stop because like there are more things that you're doing now.
Yeah, because I feel like at some point, because I'm looking at you, and like when you graduate school and all of that, and you got like, I guess, other priorities, but there's never going to be a time when you're going to let this go. I don't think that's going to come, but never know. But when you have all of those coming up, the type of videos that you're going to ponder, or the type of videos that you're going to do, is probably going to be more indicative of where you are in life at that point. And maybe, you feel like, you got a computer, a UX design job, and you're like, I want to talk more about tech. And I want, like this. And I was just
sure.
that,
For sure. That makes sense.
I guess.
Yeah, and that would be tech, most definitely. I feel like I will talk a lot about building myself, like, over the next couple of years, because it took me years to get over that shyness of holding myself back, or not wanting to show my full potential to people because of the fear of what they would say. And I definitely think that's something I'm building on right now, that I do want to show the world. So one thing I know that is definitely going to come out in the next future is I'm going to talk a lot about how to improve on whatever shyness it is, whatever it is that you doubt yourself in. Like, I'm really going to talk about that a lot, because I'm a living proof that people don't know. Do you know? Because like, I didn't show people. I don't think people knew, because it's just, they just saw one boy just talking online and they think, oh yeah, that's how the boy was always. But I'm actually the guy that just used to sit down, couldn't even comment, because you didn't want people to see your opinion. Yeah. So you couldn't comment. I didn't used to comment on videos. I just used to watch. Like, I used to be my role, just be a watcher of people. And now I decided to put myself out there, and the same people that I used to watch now mess with my energy of who I am. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's a huge thing for me. It's a huge thing for you.
That in itself is an accolade.
Yeah, it's still
an accolade. Essentially, it's like the people that you used to look up to now want to work with you. Like, it's a huge thing. Doing this, like, going to places and meeting people that you consider idols. And then like, I found out, I said, bro, that's say. I started the one with you and myself, and now I'm to my Jago. Jago was like,
you sent me to Jago, Joke. You sent me high fashion. Yeah, 1 year like that. I was at school. Yeah, and then I just got a text, and this was during the period of my food videos. So he'd been commenting on all my food videos, liking them and like saying, "Bro, you're funny." And then he was like, "Bro, send me your address." I was like, "I bet." And he sent me like their latest collection of high fashion. Everything was rated about that time was about like 2,000. And I was like, damn. Because I was thinking, why me? Because at the time, there was not a lot of people in the United States wearing high fashion, because it wasn't in the US at the time. People definitely bought from Nigeria, from bought it to the US, but like there wasn't a lot of people. And I was like, damn. And he just saw me out of everyone as a creator. Yeah. Not that I had like some type of like immense following or anything. And he just sent me a full box of just everything loaded. Here you go, bro. And he was like, so when I met him in person, first thing I asked him was like, why? And he was like, I just messed with your vibe, man. Like, nah, that's, I didn't hear it. Yeah, that's the love. Oh, that's love. That's genuine. And I W Jago for it. Jago, I can't lie. Can't lie. Well, John, I'm still, that'd be crazy. He's randomly like, yo, I look up to you and he's like, oh, yo, I mess with you. Here you go. Yeah. Like, oh, true. Yeah, you me because he didn't have to. Yeah. Even the accolade of telling somebody, someone as big as that, someone that like, has that type of like influence, saying, yeah, I like what you do. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. But once they don't go to the extra mile or anything, I'm like, what you do, take this. Walk back. Yeah. Anyway, that's a different realm. Well, yeah, I mess with you, association back. I do appreciate him like a lot. Well, that's the thing though. Like you, like meeting all these genuine people, making all these genuine connections. You're doing that both as a creator and also as a student. Where's the line? How do you see that? How do you think that's gonna, merge? Like merge? Yeah. I think I feel like there's definitely a difference. When I speak professionally to people, I tend to like want to, I can't lie, whenever it is I'm talking to people, I tend to tell them more about ideas than about myself, so they can see how much of a visionary I am. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So whether it's in school, whether it's in real life, whether it's in entertainment, I think although there is a difference between the two on how you speak in both sides, there's still a similarity of I want to pitch myself to you. Yeah. Every time. For example, few people I've met, I've told them about, oh yeah, I'm a streamer. I just started this. Let's work together. Let's do this together. And they're like, oh yeah, let me make sure. And then you tell them the benefits. You tell them how you feel like it could help you and them. Yeah. Then this is something they're willing to down for, especially because they already mess with you already. Yeah. And then in the professional space, there's people that don't know. Now, these are people that don't know you at all. Yeah. And you're trying to convince them of the projects you've done and telling them, oh, hey, look at this. This is what I can do. This is what I can offer you and your company. Just make sure to shoot me a call at any time. And it's the same thing, but it's just telling yourself in both. Yeah, it's just telling yourself in both sides. So no, that's fine. That's fine. I understand where you're coming from. I've never been the biggest speaker. Also, computer science student, graduated. Okay, I'm working in that field right now, physics analyst. But my whole thing is, in the first couple of years when I was like trying to like get that going and speaking to people, it was a lot. It was hard. It's like I was just like freeze up. Like, what do I talk to these people about? Like, what do they want? Like, what? And then I get a job, man, first meeting, and the team lead is asking me, so what do you think? What do I think? I just graduated school. Y'all been doing this for years. What can I think that can benefit you people? That's and crazy. Then everywhere go first blow. What do I think? What do I think? No, what do you think? And like, you just know that, okay, what it shows is that people are going to respect your opinions. You just have to speak up. I just like, okay, fuck it. And from there, just started talking, learning to sell yourself, learning to show people, oh, even if you're wrong, it's like, I don't care being wrong this day. Like, if I'm wrong, tell me now, I accept it. Okay, I apologize, but I will still make that effort to tell you what is in my head. Yeah, what your opinion is. Yeah, sure. Then if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But probably not. Right? That's one thing I think people don't accept is the fear of being wrong. So like, if you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm still gonna tell you my idea. It doesn't make sense to you and you don't want it. Just say, yeah, it doesn't make sense. And give me reasons though. Don't just say, yeah, what you're saying is wrong. Because I will still tell you. It's like, why? Why is it wrong? I'll give you my opinion. I'll tell you what I want to do. And I don't have the fear of they're wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. So yeah. So I am. What's funny? So when you graduate college? May 26th. Okay. We out of here. We outside. Elders.
let me, putting up with everybody for the party.
I can't wait, man. I am thinking of throwing a party.
Yeah?
Yeah, after my project in Atlanta, I most definitely will throw a party.
What am I? Oh, gotcha. You have a problem being there?
No, the last one.
Kelly,
So I'll definitely be throwing like something's definitely gonna be zombie for sure. For sure. I'm done with school. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be
still all 4 years, huh?
Damn, I'm done.
No, so I think one thing I realized more and more recently is that a couple of times you had to come online and tell people I'm not a minor. Please don't treat me like a minor.
Bro, I got banned.
Banned? From what?
On TikTok.
Why?
Because TikTok thought I was a minor. Whatever you see now as my TikTok is my third account.
What?
Yeah. So I feel like the amount of times I've been online and the amount of videos I've dropped online and what people know me for and the amount of followers I have now, they don't match.
They don't match.
Because I've definitely grown past whatever it is I have now.
Yeah. Right. Was there like again, not the most social media savvy person, but isn't there like a way to like retrieve it at like very bang or I'm a very fine age?
At the time I didn't have as many connections as I do now. Okay, so I didn't even know anyone to reach out to. I tried my best to get my accounts back. It's crazy. And TikTok, give me my accounts back. And
yo, give the boys account.
Yeah, bro, because I need access to my old videos. Yes, I feel like sometimes people don't know how hard I've been, especially people that just figured me out. You feel me? Some people don't know how long I've been online because if you go to my videos, it's probably going to shit like 2023 December or so. So okay, yeah. But I've been online way before that. Like if you check my early videos, you understand why where I am today is like so important to me.
From your 17-year-old video.
That time, minus that time, there was a time where like if you saw my room, like my room was a statement on its own because it was so small. It was, bro, I had this blue table where I used to do videos and a huge number of like a little family. Yeah, it was like people that just support me because they just wanted to see me succeed. It was like people were like, okay, you know what? We can see this guy has dreams. And let's make it come true. And it was crazy. And they pushed me to the point where I got my first where I met Miss Koffee. She's a dancer.
Yeah,
a world record dancer. She was definitely the first person that gave me like a platform. Oh, really? So, that let people know who I was. I made a video about her dance video that she did one year, and then she called me over. Well, she posted the video everywhere, so it went viral. She invited me over to a birthday party.
Yeah.
Now I'm coming to the birthday party. I'm thinking maybe I'm just the guest, and then I'm getting the same band as them Shaggy, all the big actors at the top, sitting down in the same place with them. So now my mindset is changed. Like, you're like, okay, yeah, there isn't normal. So like Shaggy's like, oh hey, what's up with you? I'm like, bro, this is brother Shag. I'm going Kamis, be my head. I'm meeting Yabo Joe, Jack, Fuki Akindele. I'm seeing all of them. Mind you, this is still a time. That was the biggest thing that happened to me in my life.
That time, yeah.
Because, like I said, I was growing, but I was still a follower. Feel me? So when I saw that, I was like, damn,
how am I this wrong?
So yeah, it was definitely a huge shift in my head. It definitely gave me a lot of confidence that, yeah, this would definitely work out. Because she looked me dead in the eyes and told me, I can see you doing great things. She was telling me at that year, and this is like 2021 or 2022. Yeah, I think it's 2022. And she's telling me dead in my eyes that I can see you being greater than, just staying on TikTok. And it's been raps. It's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. I've just been making videos and everything.
So what made you initially, like a random kid, 9, going to secondary school, what made you just randomly be like, let me pick up this camera and turn it on and record something to see? Like, was there like a thought process to it, or just like, let me just do this?
Okay, so the first goal was YouTube. I wanted to be a YouTuber. So I used to watch KSI. I used to watch Logan Paul. The Dobrik, I've forgotten his first name. I think it's David Dobrik. Is it David Dobrik? Yeah, Dobrik though. I used to watch a whole lot of them. And I used to want to be a YouTuber. But obviously, I knew if I went to YouTube straight, or I had the idea that if I just started with YouTube, I wouldn't grow as much. So I had the idea to build a following on TikTok with myself,
Right.
and then move to YouTube. At first, I didn't know what to do on TikTok, right? So I just used to copy people's content. So I used to act, I used to dance, I used to sing, I used to make caption videos, I used to take brain jotter sounds and put funny things on my face and then try to be a comedian and act it out and stuff like that. There's a guy called Buzaga commented under my video, and I used to look up to him. I don't know if you know who Buzaga was, but Buzaga is this guy that he used to wear a bonnet, and then he used to talk like, he had this similarity in his, like, the way he talked with Fowls, right? He does music now, so he's not more into the content creating thing, but Buzaga is one of those few people that pushed me to want to keep using my voice for content. You feel me? So because I used to watch a whole lot of him. I thought he was funny. Ziz too. I tell Ziz every day. Ziz is not Aziz. No, everybody. Yeah, Z UK now. Ziz, yeah, the UK Ziz. He's one of those people I was like, damn, bro, this guy's just talking and he's funny. He's just giving his idea. Funny, yeah. So I definitely see, like, look at this guys. I'm like, yeah, sure. Because I don't really judge looking up to you by the amount of followers you do have. I judge it by, like, if I enjoy what you take. You get what I'm saying?
What should we be expecting this year? It's 2026. We know you're graduating. We know streaming is going crazy this year. What else are we expecting from Larry Channels?
Larry Channels is going to be a brand this year. So I feel like it's been a personality swell, but now it's going to have a branding. That's one thing I want people to expect. So it's definitely going to be, a lot of efforts to show people, oh damn, Larry can do this. Oh yeah, whoa, this is what Larry does. Oh, exactly. This is who Larry is. This is Larry's territory. Larry is the type of person that can make anything entertaining. Larry is the type of person that can conversate with anyone, anytime, any day, and still make it an interesting thing to watch. It's gonna have a lot of opportunities for Kifo. It's definitely going to be a lot of me building myself and then motivating people to believe that whatever they put their mind to, they can achieve as long as they keep going. But it's gonna be huge this year. I believe that's gonna be huge this year, and I'm really happy that I'm saying this on New Year's Day.
New Year's Day for
yeah. So it's like your promotions, your smile affirmation. Yeah, New Year Day. This year is definitely
New Year's thing, Larry.
Yeah.
Even better, Larry. Hard worker.
Hard work.
Busy.
Busy.
Nah, for sure. Many moving parts. All the social media, the personal life.
Sure.
It's gonna be a busy year for you.
It is. I work with a lot of people. I'm very open to working and but one thing about myself is I don't know how to work with people if I can't tell, because I'm not spiritual, but I can tell when someone has good energy and when I can believe in whatever this person is doing. I saw one video from your page and I was just like, yeah, this is beautiful. Sincerely. Or yeah, the day you showed me and I saw you saw I was like, no heads, let's do it. Because I took one look at it and I was like, yeah, this is definitely new. This is not an intimate. This is two friends just having a conversation, and I can see this just going greater princes.
Thank you. I'm more than privileged to have you on here, bro. Man, W Larry in the chat.
W's in the chat. Yeah. All right.
All right, bro. Catch you in the next video, man.